ready for some scrumptious fried chicken? Let's get started. Hello everyone. So here we are back. I wanted to bring you in because I'm going to be making chicharrones de pollo, which is basically deep fried chicken, but the way we make it back home. I'm going to also be making my little mix that I talk about all the time. I'm running out, so I'm going to be making the mix. So I have here the oregano, but I have the two types of oregano. I have the Montero oregano and I have the Especies oregano. And I also have the peppercorns, a mix of pepper. I also have here some lemon and lime juice that my husband was so nice to extract for me. I have already washed. There's 2 whole chickens in here that I have washed, dried, and prepped, cut up, and I added a good helping of this, as you can see on the top. Now, what I'm going to do with the peppers, I don't know if this is going to work because I've never done it like this before, but I want to grind it up, and I'm going to try and put it in the Ninja and see, I'm using the cup because for some reason it gets things finer and more smooth. So let's see. Well, what do you know? Look at here. It seems to be working. This is going to go in my mix here. It might be a little bit too much, but that's okay. I'm going to add it to it. I just don't want to have to keep. And then when you buy the one that is already grind it, I don't know, however you say it, it takes a lot of the flavor out of it. It loses a lot of its potency and aroma. So watch me start to sneeze. Let me get something so I can put it in. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let's see if this is gonna work. I'm gonna put it in here just like so. Ooh, that's a lot. The next thing oh my goodness, I can feel it right now. I'm gonna start sneezing. Uh-oh. I'm gonna close it up. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'll probably add 3 more oregano because I'm gonna put some of this seasoning. I'm gonna put some of this seasoning into my chicken. And here we go. Just put it in there. Just like that. I think I'm gonna need another one, you guys, to be honest. This is the first time not the first time because I've used this before, but I have said that this is not my absolute favorite, but I still have to use it, so it's gonna go in because we're not gonna waste anything. We don't waste anything in this house, or at least I do my very best not to be wasteful. Okay, so it doesn't smell bad, but the other one smells better. I'm gonna go grab another one and I'm gonna bring you back in a minute when I get back. So I had to go get this from my little stash. Let me tell you, this thing, oh, I wish you could smell it. And as I did with the pepper, pulverize it. Okay, I still have a little. I'm gonna be seasoning some pork for carnitas, but it's gonna be carnita my way, the way I'm used to making it. So I need a lot of this. And also garlic. Okay, here we go. See how much I have in here? That's a lot, but it's okay. I'm loving it. What I am gonna do, since I'm gonna be seasoning that pork, I'm gonna leave part of this to season my pork because to the pork I'm gonna be adding fresh garlic instead of the powdered garlic. To this I'm gonna add the powdered garlic. Okay, so this is my pernil, or for my, actually I need to save some for my pork shoulder. Or pork butt. I don't remember. I'll have to. Let me grab the where is my powder? Let me grab my powder garlic. And here we go. You see that? So now all we're gonna do, I'm not gonna add salt to this one, only because sometimes, then it's hard to gauge when you season with it because it's not going to have that much salt. And then you're going to have to add salt to the food itself. So I'm I think it's best not to add the salt at all, and then you add it to taste when you start, you know, when you cook with it. Let me put this in here, and then we're gonna shake it all up. Okay, let's put this in here. I'm gonna put not all of it because we want room to be able to shake this thing up. Okay. Ooh, that's also strong. Okay, so let's shake it up for a minute. But I'm not gonna make this in the air fryer today. I'm gonna make it the old-fashioned way, the way we make it back home. Maybe I should have put them all in a bowl and then transfer it here after I shook it, after I blended it. Probably would have been easier than doing this. So there we go. See? Just add it freely. I think that's good enough. Oh my God. I may have put too much pepper. I'm not sure, but I think I did. Okay, so this is done. All I'm gonna do now is add some of my lemon juice and let it rest for a while before I actually start putting it together. And here we go. I'm gonna add a little, might be a little bit too lemony, but that's okay. Guys, this smells amazing. Kind of really work it in there. You guys, it smells so good. This is done, and I'm gonna let it rest. Let me clean up and clean up my hands. Cover this up. Okay, but guys, we're back. I'm glad I checked it because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So what I have here is my oil going. I added enough, and I have a big pan or pot because I want my chicken to have, you know, room. And all I did was put some regular flour in here, and I drizzled, you don't have to, honestly, but I did. I drizzled some of my seasoning mix onto the flour, and then I just took my chicken and put it in here. This makes for an easier cleanup, and all I'm doing is, you know, shaking the excess flour. Now, you want enough oil because you want to be able to coat the whole chicken. You want it to be hot enough so it'll sear it right away. You don't want a little bit of oil and then, you know, you got to be turning the chicken, because what that does is that your chicken will absorb a lot of the oil because it won't be able to sear all the way through. Okay, I am going to be making some plátano. So while this thing is getting hot, let's see if it's hot enough, guys. Yeah, no, it needs a little bit still. So while that is getting hot, let me show you how to peel. For those of you who may not know how to peel plátano. So you take it like this. Oh boy, okay. So you take the little tips off, like so. See? Like this. That one is a little bit too, you gotta go a little bit deeper. Like that. And then you make, wherever you see the creases or the outstanding, then you go like this. See that? I don't know, can you see what I'm doing? Like that. And see, there's another crease at an angle like this. And sometimes you can get away with those too, but sometimes you can't. And then all you do is you lift it, see? And you work your hand, you work it through like this. Sometimes they're a little bit, when this happens, it's because I didn't go far enough. You see that? It still has the, but if I were to go far enough in to lift that, then it'll come off a lot easier. See that? See? You see? Sometimes they'll be stuck, like this one is, and it won't come off as easy. But that is okay. You just go back in there and kind of lift it. They're normally very, very easy to peel. It doesn't give you any problem at all. I think this is hot enough, you guys. Okay, let's try it and see. Oh yeah, I think it's hot enough. So we're going in. Are you ready? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is grab my chicken. I'm tapping it to take the excess. See, that's what you're looking for. Like that. You want it hot, but you don't want it so hot that then it gets brown really fast on the outside, and then it doesn't cook all the way through on the inside. Okay. And the thing is that if you are putting your chicken in, the oil temperature drops a little bit, depending on how much you put in, okay? And there you go. And there you go. In the meantime, I'm going to start making the first fry on my plátano, because it's a when they're green, like I said before, it's a two-step frying process. Because I'm going to have this one going, so I can do the first frying of my plátano. And you leave this alone. You don't touch it or anything. It is now 2:02. Let's see how long it'll take. This is the thing. When you see your plátano that looks like this, see that? It looks kind of bruised, whatever. Sometimes they're not, they're not that good. And that will cause for the skin to kind of stick too much. Makes it harder for you to get the skin off. Straight in like that. And then try and lift it. Sometimes it wants to peel nice, and sometimes it doesn't want. See, you see how easy that one came off? Look at that. I just want to show you how I'm doing this. See how I'm cutting it in chunks like this? That's what you're looking for. Okay, we're back. So my oil is hot for my, I don't know if you see it sizzling. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, that's done. At this point, we want to turn these guys. Let me show you so you can see what's happening here. See that? You want to turn them now. Normally, back home, the pieces are smaller. They cut them a lot smaller. But since I have issues with my hand, I couldn't cut them any smaller. But they're really like picadillo, like tiny, small pieces. Like, they would take this and cut it in half. We're gonna bring our attention to the plátano and show you. See, they're almost, and they get like a little bit more yellow. They're almost gonna be. It's almost gonna be time to pull them out. At which time I'm gonna turn off my heat, because I'm not gonna be frying them right away, just because I have to wait on this. I'm gonna set them here, and I'm gonna wait for them to cool. I'm gonna move my pot here. Just be careful. But see this? This is what you're looking for on the first fry of green plantains, okay? I'm just going to let it rest because I'm not ready yet. This is what you want to do for when you put your chicken in. I'll remove this, but for now, I want all the oil to drip in there. Boy, I got burned right there. Why am I getting so close? Okay. I am going to start, I'm going to bring you around because I'm going to start mashing my plátano so that you can see what I'm doing. So, this is all I'm going to do. See? You don't want to press too hard because you don't want to see the sun and the moon through it. But just enough. See, like this. And when I put my second batch of chicken and it's almost done, then I'll put these to fry. Because I like everything to hit the table nice and hot. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to turn this around so you can see what's going on here. See that? Pretty darn good if you ask me. I'm going to open one just to be on the safe side. So this took about 15 minutes because we started at 2:02 and it's 17 after. I don't want to get burned again. So this is what you're going to do. Get the excess oil out. Transfer it to your serving plate. This is what you're looking for. Look at that. Okay. Let me add the other ones. So I'm probably going to have to bring the heat down on this because it's not enough chicken for the oil temperature to drop a little bit. So I'm going to drop the temperature. Hey guys, so we're back. I wanted to bring you in just to show you a little something here. I'm so disappointed. Okay, so here's my avocado with olive oil and salt for my fried chicken and plátanos. It's going to go with. But check this out. I'm so disappointed. This is what happens. Sometimes avocado, no matter how good you are at picking them, you end up with something that looks like this. See that? I had to throw it all out, so it was all bad. And then the second one that I purchased, see? What you see there is the root of the avocado growing into the avocado. So that's what that is, the root of it. They waited too long to pick it from the tree, so It went into the meat of the avocado. I can't stand when that happens. Even though this one has a smooth skin, normally you can tell that the roots are going to be in when you see the roots on the avocado. You see it on the outside because it'll protrude and it'll look really thick and all, and that's how you can tell. This one, there was no telling. Oh well, you win some and you lose some. Okay, so back to our chicken. This is the second batch, which is almost ready to come out in a little bit. So I'm going to start on my the second fry of my plantain. So let me bring this down and maybe I can show you. There you go. Let's open one up because I want you to see how it turned out. So if I open, let's say this one, that's a chunky, thick one, just so that you can see that is, see that? And it's juicy too. You see, it's cooked all the way, but it's also juicy. It's not dry. That's how I like it. Okay, let's get started on my plátano. Okay, so make sure it's hot enough so that the plátano on the second fry doesn't absorb all that oil, okay? It's done. So we're gonna pull these out. This one also took 15 minutes. I love to add lemon or lime, you know, cut up wedges, because I find that fried chicken or pork or whatever, it tastes so good if you sprinkle it with a little bit of lemon or lime juice on top. That's how I like to serve it. Okay, let's push this back so this thing doesn't keep, you know, getting hot. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my lemons. I have lime, it's all the same to me. So I'm gonna cut them up so I can put it on my plate. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing, you guys? Oh yeah, it is on. Okay, I think my oil is hot enough for my plátano, so we're gonna head over here. And yes, it is. You see it sizzling? That's exactly what you want. Let me just show you how nice they look. This is what you're looking for when they are ready. Okay? This is what you want. Look at the color. See? I'm going to bring it closer so you can see it. See the color? That's what you're looking for right here. Okay? I know I've done these a couple of times just to show you, but I want to show you. And then all you want to do is sprinkle a little bit of salt. Now you could make that ajillo, which is the garlic sauce, and you dip it, and it is out of this world too. One of these days, I'll show you. I'll make it for you so you can see. See how fast these are frying, getting just like these. Now, very important thing. When you take these out, don't put them straight up on top of these that you've already taken out, because then the oil of this that falls on this is going to make it soggy. You don't want that. We are done with our meal. See, I told you that these will be a lot quicker because the oil is already so hot. I'm going to move my oil from this burner so it doesn't keep heating up. And then the house starts smelling. Alright guys, so there you go. See that? That's it. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around, sticking with me. I know it's a lot and this video is kind of long, but if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video.